the Subaru decided to take its master cylinder and throw it out the window. So we got a new master cylinder and we're gonna get that installed. Let's get the, oh, I bet it's locked. Oh, I know it's locked. So we're gonna pop the hood. First things first, we gotta pull the intercooler off because on the Subarus, the clutch master cylinder sits right down here, back here where you can't get to it. So first, let's pull that off. Perfect. You're over there. Okay, now we can see the clutch master cylinder we will be changing out today. I'm gonna take this little turkey baster and get all the excess fluid out of the reservoir so it doesn't leak everywhere when I undo it. Get all that old fluid out of here. Now we should be able to loosen this clutch line like that. Get this undone politely, just in case we get any leaks. So it's not gonna leak everywhere and make a huge mess. As you know, that's exactly what it will do. I'm just gonna loosen that up a little bit, and then we'll pull the rest of it apart. Slide it right under here. Pull one side off. Slide it right under here. Drop the other side, perfect. Now I have to go get a little set of pliers so I can go inside and grab that, which I'll show you too. So in here, we gotta come under here and I'll see if we can get this clip right there. We have to pull the little pin out and then that'll allow the clutch master cylinder to slide out through the firewall. Now we can see the pins out of the little hole right there, and I have the pin right here. So this little pin slid in there. With the interior all done, we're gonna take off this clutch line all the way now. And with the clutch line out, we should be able to slide this whole cylinder out. Get it clear, there it is. Now it's all out. Now we gotta throw this one away and put the new one in. Let's get this new one unboxed real quick. Where's the screwdriver at? Part number, master cylinder. Let's see what she looks like. Oh! There she is. Alright, now we just repeat the steps and put it all back in. The second one is going to be a little tougher, so I'm going to slide it into my extension and socket to get this one started. And do it by hand so we don't cross thread, because that'd be not a fun time to deal with. Nice and snug. Perfect. Okay, so now we'll go back inside and put that pin back in the clutch pedal assembly. Now we got the interior clutch back together. Now we have this all tightened up. I still have to tighten up these two bolts. I'll do that as well. Pull the cap off. We can get some brake fluid in there, some .3 or 4 fluid. This recommends .3. It can vary between your cylinder and car, but this one wants .3, so we'll give it some .3. What I have here is a pneumatic bleeding tool, you plug an air compressor into this port right here, and you plug this port into the little bib you're trying to bleed from. So this bib is going to shoot down right around here onto the slave cylinder, and then we'll hook it all up and then start sucking fluid through the system. Okay, we have the pneumatic bleeder hooked up down to that nipple for the slave cylinder. Now we're going to put some fluid into the master cylinder. Okay, so we pulled some fluid through the system. Now I'm going to go pump the pedal. Okay, we pumped the pedal, so now we'll turn this back on. Rinse and repeat until we have a clutch pedal. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Clutch pedal is feeling good. I'm just gonna do some adjustment to the throw of the pedal, which I'll show inside the car. And then, yeah, we just gotta clean all this up, put the cap on, make sure fluid's all good. It looks like it's at the max. So we're good on that. And then get the intercooler back on and go test it out. To adjust the pedal, right? So the clutch pedal on this Subaru 04, it goes up and there's a bar that crosses over to here, and then that's where the master cylinder, or the clutch master cylinder, sits and then goes out to what we just installed. So to adjust it, you see this rod right there past the wire. Once I pull the throttle pedal out, you'll see it better, which I have to do to adjust it, but we'll rotate that rod until we get the throw we want of the pedal. So we have the throttle pedal out, set that to the side. Now, if we go to here, you can see the whole clutch master cylinder bar right here. So you'll spin that bar counter or clockwise to then adjust this pedal to where your throw feels nice. And I found if you align the brake and the clutch pedal, that gives a good throw range. So it's not really like right when you let off the floor it grabs. It's more a nice gradual all the way coming up it grabs. So that's personally how I like it. You can change it how you like it. We got the clutch master cylinder adjusted properly, so those pedals are really evenly matched. Now I have to reinstall the throttle. Throttle is installed. Clutch is feeling good, coming back nice, no problems there. Now we can go give it a test drive. Clutch master cylinder is all happy, new one installed, clutch is bled, pedal is adjusted. Now all we have to do is get the intercooler back on and go give it a test rip. Perfect. Now we can get the blow-off valve put back on, or the recirculation valve, if you will. Snug that up. Perfect. Double check all the lines are on, vacuum's on. That's tight. Inlet's tight. Mount's on. Not hit anything over here. Perfect. Now you play cleanup and then we can go for a test drive. Woo! Okay, now we go test. Also, a little look-see. Got some new seats, match the steering wheel. Looking clean, dude. For sure better than the old one because it only took like 2 seconds to bleed. The other one I was fighting for, shoot, almost an hour. Yeah. So let's go see if it likes it. And I gotta say, these new seats are awesome. Already so much more comfortable. The only problem with the new seats, is the airbag light's on, because the airbags in the sides of the seats, the plugs don't match up and they're different for the 2 years. So I think I'm gonna order some of the, I think it's like 4.43 ohm resistors for it. And then that should help with the airbag code. But the clutch is grabbing right where I expected it to, because that's where I had the other one set at. The problem with the other one, it was, if I was sitting in first gear and I just had my, I got a light and I had my foot on the clutch with it in first gear, it would slowly start to leak pressure and it'd start to grab and then start moving. So I'd always have to sit and like sometimes pull the clutch up off the floor to get it to fix. But now I don't have that issue at all. This thing pulls so hard. I know it's because of the gearing. It's gonna hit a little harder, but it puts you back in your seat. This car's came a very long ways from when I got it. Blown up with a, not a hole in the block, but it was grenaded, if you will. So it's come a long way. And I'm glad I did it, because I was driving with it. Oh my gosh. Trying to pull the clutch up off the ground with my toes, trying to get my foot under it, and I just pulled the trigger on it. It was on sale too, flat irons. If you ever need anything Subaru or a lot of makes and models, flat irons. Speedy shipping too. Woo! Spicy quesadilla. It's like in this cooler weather too. I'm excited for winter time with this thing. Keep the intake temps low. Oil change in a aluminum radiator. Got a Mishimoto in here now. So hopefully that'll help with the temps, because at stoplights on the hot days, there's a lot of engine compartment heat, which I've been trying to help. So if it's not helping, next would be possibly a turbo wrap for the hot side to keep some of the heat out of there, or some higher CFM fans for the radiator, or just better ventilation through the engine bay, bigger hood scoop, just get more air in there. Didn't even have to curse at the intercooler to put it back on, because the STI intercoolers and like WRXs and these Foresters, it's a tight fit. You have to baby some of the AC lines to get it in there, but once it's in there, it looks cool. We got the new clutch master cylinder in, adjusted, bled. It's all happy. Test drive went good. And we're testing out the new radiator to see if it keeps the engine cooler. Got a new oil change in her. She's all happy with that. And yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bon voyage!